Welcome back to Good Day. So you hear it everywhere, the sniffling, the sneezing. It's that time of year.
Let's say you step away when they cough. Now, there's plenty of ways to alleviate the symptoms. Usually they involve chemicals, though. But what if you really would prefer something a more natural, homeopathic way?
Yeah, Angela Hill of Wellaroma in Perrysburg might have some ideas. So good morning to you.
Morning.
This is the time of year. You hear it.
Yes.
A lot of folks have a lot of junk going on right now.
Ew.
And we've been through it. My kids, I have a first grader, and first graders bring home everything. Yeah, so we been in the thick of it ourselves. But we definitely have a lot of ways to combat the germs, or pound through it faster. I mean, even our doctors always say, you're gonna get viruses, right? Yes. That's just gonna happen. But how do we alleviate it going into a secondary infection? What can we do naturally? So we have a plethora of stuff. Of course, I'm gonna focus on aromatherapy, because being an aromatherapist, that's my line. But it's just one tool in your tool belt of natural living, right? We have our supplements, our vitamins, but for aromatherapy, there's so many different things that we can do. Of course, I brought the diffuser today.
I love it.
So this is great for in the house if you want to stop the spread of germs. Okay. So we've got immune boost, and we have cold and flu away. This you run in your big gray area. If you don't confine everybody and put them into quarantine and let them in their house spreading germs everywhere, this is a good way to do it. You also can do what we have is our purification spray.
Okay.
So this is just taking the essential oils and putting it into the bottle and spraying it in the air. There's airborne antimicrobials in there. So as you're spraying it, it's killing it in the air before it lands on the surface to then someone touches next and then ingest it or what have it.
When it comes to, because I'm thinking about it, so I've got she'll be 3 tomorrow. I've got a 3-year-old. Germs.
Yeah.
So depending upon what she gets, sometimes is there specific oils, are there specific things that definitely target it better, or is it just the whole kit and caboodle?
So how I look at it and how we do it at Wellaroma, we do everything for purpose, right? You could go in and you could use eucalyptus is great for opening the chest.
Okay.
Thyme is a great antiviral, but we blend everything for a purpose. So I'm gonna take that piece out of it so you're not guessing which one should I use.
Okay.
I have specific blends for specific things.
Gotcha.
So you have a 3-year-old, so we have what we have right here is our rollers.
Okay.
Okay. So we have our cold and flu away for kids, and we have cold and flu away for adults.
Okay.
So that you can roll on the bottom of their feet. I say during this time of year because that's preschool age, right?
Yeah.
Which we all know they're germy. You can put it on the bottom of your feet a couple times a week as a preventative. It helps boost the antiviral, antibacterial inside the body, so that it gives them a little bit more fighting power when they're around people with germs and viruses. So this you put on the body.
Okay.
When you get a cold, you're gonna hit that hard with the roller. You're gonna do it multiple times a day.
Okay.
I always say use hydrotherapy. If you don't know what hydrotherapy is, it is where you use cold socks, wrung out, and you put wool socks over it. Helps circulate the blood, bring the mucus down. This is a game changer.
That's for kids and adults?
Oh yes, totally. For adults, typically with hydrotherapy, you'd want to warm your feet first, but kids, you just don't have time to do that. Right. So, yeah. So I roll the bottom of their feet, and then I put the cold socks on. They go to sleep with it. I mean, my kids have been doing this since they were babies.
Oh.
Yes. So it's been a game changer.
Okay.
And then obviously, if you have anything that opening the chest, keeping that is our cough begone. That really helps to coughs, lingering coughs, that happens after you get the congestion, all that stuff. You have that tickle in the throat, and that really helps to get it expectorant and get it out.
Is that rubbed on the chest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got ways to diffuse it. So you're taking it in, through the nose, and you're, activating the olfactory that way, and then you have on the body going through the bloodstream, working that way.
So what's the advantage of this aromatherapy compared to traditional forms of medicine?
I mean, it's just 2 different beasts, right? They're just totally different. The natural way is just using the earth and what we have been given, for centuries as a way of medicine. It's medicine before medicine. So it's just a way of using basically the plant superpower to boost us, because we're nature too. So we just work in harmony together. We're like, other ways, you're working with, I'm not saying anything wrong with
No.
because we do both.
There's a balance.
100%. I love our doctors and I love all that. It's just a different way of doing it. But we find that we start with this, and then if we go and we need something, then we go into our doctor care.
Being professional, using this with your children, would
Yeah.
you say that this kind of maybe lessens the need to rely on more chemicals in a sense sometimes?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
for my family, yes. Using this, but we've been doing it,
Right.
for a
It's been
long
part
time.
of.
But I will tell you, I started this because my daughter, who was a baby, had 3 ear infections back to back,
Oh, okay.
6 months to a year, and I'm like, I'm done.
Right.
We ended up in the ER.
Right.
She had a bad reaction to that. Anywho's, I said, we're done. I learned how to do hydrotherapy. I went back to school to become an aromatherapist.
Nice.
It just changed everything for us.
Yeah,
So,
lovely. And
yeah.
you have some loose leaf
We do.
tea.
Yes. So the tea is another way to use herbs. This is organic loose leaf, so it has the highest medicinal value than using like tea bags from like the store. But they're using, again, things to help with congestion, things to help with boosting the immune system, and they all have purpose. We have congestion relief, we have immunity boost, we have throat clarity. So again, they're herbs used for specific things to help you.
And what are some of these herbs that are used?
Like slippery elm is probably one of my most favorite.
elm.
Yeah, it really helps coat the throat. Peppermint, elderberry. So all the good things that help combat colds and all the stuff.
Lovely. So where can folks find you?
So we're downtown Perrysburg. We're at 136 East 3rd Street. So we're like on the same street as like the library. Everybody like knows the library on the corner there on the main drag. So
Yeah, so when people come in, I'm sure they'll have a lot of questions,
Yes.
right? Because
Yeah.
you're the expert.
Yeah.
So are you there, is the staff there, able to assist and just walk them through
totally.
exactly what they
Yes.
need?
I am there sometimes. I have staff who is there. If I'm not there, I'm getting phone calls if they can't help you, but we definitely have an amazing crew who can help with anything that you need, from headaches to cold and flus to skin issues. So
That's true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Angela, thank you so much.
Hey,
I've got
thank
ideas. I'm
you.
thinking about it. It makes sense, and it wouldn't hurt to try something else.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's all natural.
It's all natural. Yep, and we have it already formulated for you. So
Awesome.
we make it easy.
Good. Angela, thanks so
you.
much.
All right. Well, still to come on Toledo's most watched 9 a.m. show. Good day.
Well, it might be cold out right now, but that doesn't mean gardening needs to stop. We'll do some gardening indoors when Good Day continues.